Alright, we are getting ready to start the final race of the regular season. And Colton has got that wrapped up for the 15 points. We will have third place wrapped up because Scott's not able to make it tonight. Dylan most likely has second wrapped up. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Cabe joins us after a long break, and he's lost out on a lot of playoff points, but he had a lot to go with already, so he will be back up and running, and I am sure at the front. As you can see, we have a Subway sponsor now on the car. Just something to run. Needed something different. It was one of the logos I had in my files, and I was like, okay, let's do that. Dylan DeVal really hates this car because of the white numbers. He likes the rest of it, but I wanted to do something different that you don't normally see, so I kind of went with that, like, dirt car, white numbers, and white sponsors on a very light paint scheme, and I don't know if it works well. It's not, you know, NASCAR-like, but maybe that's a good thing. Let's roll around here and show the side a little bit better. So that is the paint scheme for tonight. And, well, it's going to be an interesting race. 250 laps. And track temp and air temp have jumped up now because I put it at AM, and because the real air temp is very high there. And 96 degrees out. Track temp's not that hot for a 96 degree track, or 96 degree air temp, so that's kind of interesting. I'm going to go ahead and load up the qualifying set that I have not done a lap on, and we'll just hope that we can be okay. I didn't do a whole lot of laps in practice just because I know that the temps were going to be changing. We're going to have a 5-minute warm-up just to give everyone a little bit of time on the higher track temps, since you can't really practice these temps. You can, but you have to go into an AI session and set the practice times individually, and so it's going to be something that not a whole lot of people are used to doing. I wish we could just set it to real temps, but iRacing limits it to 90 degrees, so you gotta find the ways around that. But I'm definitely not aggressive enough through the corners, which I guess may be a good thing. But right now we are a mid-pack driver. We're gonna have to find something. Maybe we can get a 10th or more here. Go do a 3.62, that only puts us back up to 14th. So I am not looking very good, but we got a long ways to figure it out. 250 laps. Stages are at 70 and 140. But, yeah, there we go. Qualifying in the books, and we are way at the back. That is way off pace from where we normally are. But it all kind of resets after this race, so So we got warm up now, and we're starting 15th, so let's go figure out where our pit stall is, which we're on the straight bit, so I guess that's good. Got paint schemes loading up for the people that were in the different sessions. Track temp's 97, air temp's 95. That is about as close as I could ask. And air temp and track temp should be going down as we get to racing. So it's going to kind of put us through a bit of change. But let's take a look at what the track is going to feel like. Are we going to be able to do anything at all? Might need to up my force feedback. I just have a lack of feel right now. 2.317. That could just be because the tires are sliding around a bit. Alright, I'm going to try a pit entry here.
Just set the fastest lap. 22.197.
That was not a good pit entry. Do we get a black flag? Okay, well, you know what? It's a pit entry.
Pit box in 10.
Very, very tough. Let's go see where our pit box is, actually. Right at the big pole and the opening. Okay.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
So, the question now is, can I find any speed over the next hour and a half or so? Track's gonna rubber up more and more as the race goes on. I don't know if that will help us or not. The track started off at 0% just because there is some rain in the area, so I just wanted to zero it out, clean track. We'll add a bit more change, although the track will just kind of tighten up in the center, which will probably cause more issues off the corner just because people will be putting more wheel into it. Biggest thing here is watching out for the dive bomb. Very easy for people to dive it in on the inside into one because the straightaway widens up and the line into the corner is a big arc. So if you chuck it down low, you can get to the inside of them before they even get the call. Try one more pit entry here so I can clean it up.
22.64.
Or attempt to clean it up. Let's try a sort of aggressive. Yeah, you know what? That's better than pulling it down off the corner.
Pit box in right here.
So, we are 20 seconds away. We've got 28 cars. That's a fairly good count for how hot it is and in the middle of summer on a Friday night. everyone. It's a 1 minute grid since this is a heat race and we skipped heat race. Just to make sure if we get more than 36 people, I can get the people that need to be removed. But yeah, we will see how this goes. Cabe up in 6th, Gavin in 10th. Let's just hope that this is cleaner than what we've been seeing for the official races.
You have 4 additional sets of tyres during this race.
We go.
Have a good race.
We'll do the 2 pace laps. I don't think we really need them. But we are kind of limited on tires. You have to kind of get at least 50 laps out of a set. So, cautions, if we get quite a few of them, could shuffle the field, I guess. You can only go about 100 laps on fuel. So you get into a weird situation of, like, you don't want a green flag pits here. That's just really going to be a pain to, first of all, make passes. You can go to the outside, but it's gonna be difficult. So, and you'll go 2-3 laps down. Pitting under green. So you gotta really hope you don't get a caution, because a wave around isn't gonna solve that for you. But I'm not sure we'll get 100 laps green in a row. It'd be cool if we did, but
Get ready.
I'm going to be a bit realistic with this. But again, thanks to everyone that's come out all season long, or most of the season. And, yeah.
Green flag, green flag.
It is nearly time for playoffs to begin, which is going to be very high stakes for many. Ease it in.
Outside. Clear outside.
Ease it in again, because there's nowhere for us to go. Luckily James was ready to stop because he turned down right behind us, right as I lifted off way early.
554.
Eyes to start blinking. I don't need to see him fall out. He is right on the edge. Him and Alex are pretty much tied for the final spot.
22.975.
So, stage points and final position of the race are going to be key.
Inside, clear inside.
Luckily he was able to save that. They are 3 wide back there though, as he gets back in line.
22.674.
Just gotta be smart with this heat. Track temp 97. I mean, I guess track temp is fairly low compared to some of the races we've had, but that's because the sun's going down. Air temp's already dropped to 94. We haven't moved up a spot. So we started 15th and then we lost a spot. So we are pretty stagnant right now, and I'm just going to have to find something or hope that we all of a sudden get quick on a long run. but clearly underdriving as well because I just hit our fastest lap and going faster now. So for the playoff watch, Dias is in 11th, or no, 12th in the 99. Alex is in 7th in the 73. And if anyone else wins that's in the top 18, that's not in the playoffs, then that pretty much bumps both of them. So that could be an interesting situation. I don't know if anyone's really in position to do that, but it is another scenario they have to look out for.
22.605.
But we're off to a good start here. Clean racing. Everyone's pretty much single file. Gaining a little bit on these guys ahead, but making a pass is going to be extremely difficult. Track time sitting around 99 at the moment. Sun came out a little bit, but it's going to dip. I mean, the angle of it's so low right now that it's not going to do too much heating. And then it's about to drop behind the stands in probably 45 minutes. 45 minutes or so. Starting to see some people drop off. We just hit the apron, that's not going to help our corner. Big gap forming behind us. Lap traffic with leaders. We got Chad 1 lap down. Don't know if he missed the start. Then 13 seconds smack is last place of the lead lap, so
23.041.
They are further than halfway behind the leader, but we'll see if it evens out like it did last night in the Gen 4 race. Thought they were going to get to lap traffic pretty quick, and then it just kind of just held stationary for a long time, the gap. Looks like Johnny's getting a bit of a run on Gregory. Try for a pass. We've got someone who has spun and hit the inside wall and then the outside wall. That just happened within the last lap, so not sure who had that issue. Might have been Jim. He's 18 seconds now behind.
23.091.
thought we were going to be able to put some more pressure on the 18 ahead, but just have this issue of always kind of running to the pace of the person behind or that I'm around. We got a decent entry there. We might be able to get the drive off the corner if he has an issue. If he does, gotta wait on it a bit. We're gonna go ahead and go for the pass there. It's gonna be easier than passing off a 2. Just stay low, no need to come back up in front of him. That puts us up to 14th, but very long ways to go to get stage points, and we got 50 laps to get in that area. Rear tires are really just struggling to get up off the corner right now. It looks like a lot of battling up ahead. Looks like they were almost 3 wide at one point. Need to be good to the rear tires though. It's starting to slip around. Getting a gap now behind us, although Steven's looking pretty quick. We are 10 seconds behind the leader, so we're finding ourselves very far behind as well. Jim is 20 seconds behind the leader, so he is about to go a lap down, and so is the rest of the field. As Dan and Robert are 18 and 19 seconds back, so only a few seconds ahead of the leaders. My dad's currently running in 19th, 3 seconds behind us, so he's not doing too bad. He's in the NASCAR behind. If you spot that, right now with the glare, it's kind of hard to see. 5 cars behind, so just coming out of the corner. Now, if we get a caution around this time, it's going to be very awkward for the tire situation. Because, yeah, the tires are slower, but if you change tires now, you're gonna have to go a really long ways on a set later. But if it goes green after an early caution, changing tires will be good because you'll be much quicker than everyone that didn't. And it'll even out on how many laps you need to do because everyone will have to go that distance. I would assume everyone would pit for fuel at least. But yeah, we could get into a weird situation if we have a caution in the next 5 laps. We get closer to lap 40, then it's not as big of a deal. 23.308. But it looks like everyone is ready to have some nice long green flag runs. So we've got 80 laps of fuel left, so that means we can go to 110. Like I said, the stages, I think I said it correctly, 70 and 140. Someone has gotten loose off the corner. Oh no, I think that was possibly Alex. But as he loses a spot, Dias is going to lose a spot as well.
23.534. Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Clear high.
Alright, well, we're into 13th. No idea who's leading this. We'll take a look at that in a second. Dylan has got a 2.2 second lead over Ryan Carwile, and then Cabe, Colton, and Tyler having a good 5th place run right now. 23.503. The group behind is caught a bit. Track temp is up to 103, probably just from us putting heat into it. The sun has went down further, and I don't see any sun on the track. Unfortunate Chad missed the start. I assume he was thinking 2-minute grid. I should have just set it to 2-minute grid, but we had already had a 5-minute warm-up. So hopefully he can get back on the lead lap, or at least not go 2 laps down. Alright, so I'm gonna start thinking about stupid ideas. Right now, we're about a second slower than our fast laps. If that keeps falling off, then an early pit will be good. We'll keep an eye on that. But if it just evens out and holds, then going long is normally better in those situations. Playoff points, or stage points, are meaningless to me right now, because I don't think we're going to beat Dylan. And he's going to get more stage points than us, because he's already up there in the lead. Playoff points, though, we need, and we can get that with a win. But in order to win it, we're going to have to be aggressive on the pit strategy, which could put us multiple laps down if a caution comes out at the wrong time. So we can go 110 laps. We know that. That doesn't get us to halfway. So it's got to be a 2-stop race. So split 250 into 3. And you're going to be at like 70, 80, 83. So that's about 20 laps earlier than going all the way on a tank. And in those 20 laps, you could make up about 10, 15 seconds on the people you're racing, depending on how much traffic you run into, but those lap times have kind of steadied off at this 0.7, 0.8. But I think we'll just, we'll go aggressive, come in at lap 80, then go to like 170, and then go to the end if it does go green the whole way. It got a little high on exit, he's going to let us go. Matthias is really wanting us to get up here before lap 70 and pass Alex, so neither of them get stage points. Dan has went a lap down. Things are starting to get a little slick for people on exits. Track temp still 103. Air temp still 94, so nothing's changed with that. We nearly drove it straight into the wall. I think Alex nearly did that as well. Just kind of like getting lazy or numbness on the wheel on exit. Then he had to pull it down harder. Rick is at lap down, but then he gets into lead lap car off the corner. That puts one Pennzoil truck behind another. Now Alex is blinking, and oh no. Where'd he go? Don't tell me he fell out. Oh, that sucks massively. An entire season comes down to an engine failure right at the last bit. He's gonna be, if he can get back in, he's like gonna be 5-6 laps down. But that's essentially like having an engine blow right there. We curse everyone ahead of us, apparently. Tyler blinked out, well, Tyler just dropped. He didn't even blink a bit. Alex blinked a few times and then gone.
23.54.
That puts us into 10th with the possibility of getting to 9th before lap 70. Don't think we're going to make it up to Chuck.
23.493.
Rick is letting both of us by, maybe.
Car outside. Keep low.
Kept it much slower because it looked like he was getting fairly
Stay low. Clear high.
wiggly. He's having a bit of issue off the corner.
638.
We are on lap 56. And we have a wreck. Looks like that is Tyler that has went around. That changes up the strategy now.
Past the pace car.
We have to catch the field, guys. Got a long ways to go.
Pit road's open.
Wish I could extend the lap easy. Do one lap around and then we're essentially making green flag stops here as quick as we're coming in.
82 car.
Alright. See what these tires are.
10,
Made up a lot of ground.
5, 3.
No one's going to do anything crazy. Lap cars might do something like wave around and hope for a quick caution. Tires coming off, 85, 86. Perfect.
Okay, go.
Come out right where we were.
They want you in single file.
And looks like Ryan has given himself a penalty.
Half up 9 car. Catch up 30 car.
Alright, so we're 191 laps away from the end of this. Only one more stop is needed. We're looking at 93 laps to do on this run, so we might as well go all the way. Or at least, no, because we can go 110, we've found. So if we get to that point, we'll figure it out. But oh yeah, we're gonna be starting 8th, aren't we, with Ryan's penalty? No. Someone. No, we were in 10th. Okay, yeah, we were in 10th, so we are gonna start 9th. Right? Yep. Alright, so we'll start 9th. Dylan's still leading. Has Alex gotten back in? I have all those messages shut off. He's 10 laps down. I don't think he's coming back. I think he had been having issues with his internet. I think he had said that. Alright, so now we got to reset. Hopefully everyone remembers. It's still a long race. We've got 20 cars on the lead lap. So none of the lap cars got too crazy.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Let's see if we're a little quicker. Where for us to go right now. Could have had a spot there, but
Clear up top.
we would have had to go 3 wide on the inside.
Car outside. Clear high. Car outside. Go low. Clear outside if you want it. 23.201.
Alright, that is 8th place. Tyler is loose or has issues. Maybe a penalty. I'm not sure what he would have got a penalty for unless it was a passing. I have I'm not sure. But with Alex out of the race, he is locked into the playoffs. Hopefully it's nothing stupid. Good. Little issue there. Track temp down to 99 as the lights have come on. Tyler's still on pit road. We're not driving very well. Stage points are coming up. Got someone who is spun. That is Jim. He's down on the apron though, so no yellow comes out for that. We're getting loose.
22.496.
At the end of this next lap, stage points will be handed out. Matthias has not got into the stage points, but at this point, it doesn't matter. He's just not, he's got to not wreck and not fall out until 3 or 4 people leave. Sucks though that it had to happen that way, but racing's a bitch sometimes. We have another big lockup into the turn 3 wall, kind of like what we saw into turn 1 a while ago. There are people out there having issues apparently. On my tires, okay, we had lots of percentage left. We can use them up and not worry about falling off too bad. Biggest question is, are we going to trust the field enough to get through a green flag cycle? There is our answer, and we are in a interesting predicament here. We've only went a few laps. We've got 176 left. We don't gain much of anything by pitting.
Road's open.
And we've got 19 people on the lead lap. No one's gonna pit. Does anyone at the back come in and at least get fuel? If I was last car on the lead lap, I would come get fuel. Gregory has dropped in, Robert and Matthias have dropped in.
Car 02, got the lucky dog, let them pass on the outside.
Grady getting the wave around.
Letter 02, carbide, you had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Tyler's 10 laps down now, Jim's 4 laps down, and then Timothy Boyce is 2 laps down. Chad is still 1 lap down, so he's at least got some options on how to race his way on. Back onto the lead lap, or onto the lead lap, because he was never on it. I hope he pits now, gets fuel. That way he can just go a little longer. Try to do it that way if we do get a long run. But he might be thinking there's going to be enough cautions that he's only got 1 spot left until he's lucky dog, so. So we're kind of looking at fuel-wise, we are good to go from lap 140. So if caution comes out near there, we might, well, depending on what's happened, we might take a look at that.
Pit road is closed.
Tires are going to feel a little different though, as we have cooled them off, and they're slightly used. So hopefully we don't get that dirt track thing where they're ruined because you cooled them off from a very high heat. But so far, a really good race.
One to go, next time by. Line up on the inside. 51.166.
Let's see if Alex has posted anything in Discord. Yep, third outage for no reason. That sucks. 3 days in a row for him. Worst timing possible.
About to go green, stay focused.
Gabe's worked his way up to second, as you would expect.
Green flag, green flag.
Looks like everyone gets off the corner clean. Chuck gets a really good restart.
039.
Almost too good, actually, because now he's on the outside of Gavin, but he should get a good exit compared to us, as we are sliding up over the hump. So Dylan has added that extra playoff point to his numbers with the stage win at lap 70. Car is extremely tight now. Chuck is holding strong on that outside.
22.6.
We didn't have quite the run that I felt like we had. And another caution.
Single file. Pit road is closed.
That looks like... Not sure who was involved in that, but Chad does not get the lucky dog. What to do here? We don't really gain anything.
Pit road's open.
Let me just see how I can screw this race up. Yeah, nothing to gain here. But some people at the back might come in. And again, no one really getting risky back there. Dias goes back in, Gregory goes back in.
33. Got the lucky dog. Let them
Alex
pass on
gets the lucky
outside.
dog, and Chad is now in line if we get another yellow.
Letter 33. Carbide, you had the position when the yellow flag came out.
Track temp down to 97.
Catch up 75.
I don't know what's going on there. Has Gavin outthought himself here? I mean, if we get a long run, it's going to pay off really well for him because we have done quite a few laps, but maybe he's just wanting to be able to go as long as possible so he doesn't have to pit under green. All right, right now we can go about 90, 85 laps from here. Interesting call. Brave call. He's only in 16th, so it's not too big of a hit. But if he gets caught up in something, I mean, he's locked into the playoffs, so it doesn't matter. This is a throwaway race for pretty much everyone except for Alex, who is fallen out. So you have a little bit more freedom to do something crazy if you don't think you can just win it, which is what we'll try to do, is find a way to be a little more aggressive and go a different direction.
Stay focused.
But let's get back to green flag racing.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green,
Got a good start. Maybe a little early on the upshift, but nowhere to go with this run. And I think this is our first time running this high line, so we have to be careful about that.
Clear inside. Inside. Still there, hold your line. Clear inside. 23.059. You're in fifth.
Alright, so if we go green to the end of stage 2, which is lap 141 at the end of it, then we will pit the next time coming around to go aggressive early pit stop.
22.672.
Although, I don't know if we want to, because it's kind of feeling like we've got some decent pace all of a sudden. But it could just be these two being side by side. is slowing them both down.
22.589.
Big mushy right rear feel there. And again, it's doing some weird stuff. Alright, now that they got single file, they should start pulling away from us.
22.901.
Progress has Gavin made? Let's see. He is in 13th. It might have just been a call to be able to go longer than everyone else and assume there's going to be a caution and be 2 laps ahead of the field. We did have a very long first run, and I might pull a bunch of people down if we pit early, so we're getting slow though. Chuck's regretting not fighting me off more. I need to get a little better rhythm going here. We can go 80 more laps from here. We don't need that many.
22.87.
Mind a 5th place though for this stage. Now if we get another caution, Gavin probably won't pit. Maybe that's what he was thinking. Was we're coming up on lap 100 and they are starting to wreck a lot, so maybe I pit and get a bunch of track position when everyone else pits under the next yellow. Maybe had some weird thing go wrong.
22.969.
Lap traffic up ahead. Somehow we're starting to be quicker than Colton. I still want to go aggressive though. It's going to be more exciting than just sitting in line and doing the same thing everyone else is doing. We got nothing to lose. We've got to win. So we're locked in. We can't lose 3rd position in the regular season championship, which gives us stage or playoff points. So we'll just go for the win to try to get the 5 playoff points from that.
The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed right now. Catch up, 36.
Oh no, that was Matthias. The bubble guys are not having a good time. And it looks like Dan got the lucky dog, possibly.
Pit road's open.
Alright, so we're pitting. I don't know what they're doing, but they need the disadvantages anyway, so.
Pit boxing, 10.
Everyone was going really slow
5,
there, so I'm going to just pull to the
3,
inside and
2,
come up here.
1.
Gavin's
Right
probably
here.
not going to pit, get all his track position back.
Go, go, go!
Let's see how many people stayed out or did something different. Colton gets a bad
Single
stop. We'll start saving a little bit. 143 to go. We need a lot of early cautions in this. But we don't lose anything. Now the 1 lap down guys are annoyed that some leaders stayed out, but Gavin didn't even stay out there. What the hell are you doing, Gavin? Gavin is a lap down. Was Gavin involved in that wreck? That sucks. I have no idea what's going on back there. He is still on pit road. Looks like he's getting damage fixed. Him and Tyler. Unfortunate. So, Alex pit on lap 88. Grady pit on lap 87. They're going to be on the second row. This is going to be a very interesting restart. The leaders will still get away, but what happens here with 3rd and 4th place
1 lap to green.
will be
You're on the
interesting.
outside this time.
We might have to go aggressive here
4.227.
just to try to get ahead of it and not get backed up on the outside. But we could be 4 wide into the corner if Ryan goes to the left of them on corner entry and I go to the right. Or they might not even be that slow on the restart, so.
About to go green. Stay focused.
But I wouldn't mind a stage win here.
Those car is off. Green flag, green flag.
I just had to go there.
46.
We got such a bad start.
You're up top, 3 wide. Still there, inside. Keep high. You're up top, 3 wide.
We're going to be 3 wide again.
Inside, 2 wide. Stay high.
We got to go.
Stay high, there's a car on the low side. 22.8.
possible stage win for us, which is an extra playoff point, which would help us for the first round quite a bit. These guys are going to stay low, which is going to trap Ryan, I hope. Or we're going to be 3 wide again.
22.32. The next car's the leader. Clear.
Use up the tires. Get him on corner exit on the bottom this time. Never mind. We're back under caution.
Pit road is closed right now.
Now, are they going to pit, or are they going to stick with their decision? That will be interesting to see what happens.
The pit road's open.
Dylan pits, that is very helpful. Then we get to dictate the restart, and they both pit. Which will hopefully put them far enough back that we don't see them until after the stage is over, but we still got to hold off Ryan.
Car 82 got the lucky dog.
That got pretty damn interesting, though. And, damn it, I don't think Chad once again didn't get the lucky dog. Is he even out on the track now, or did he get caught up in one of those? Nope, he's still out.
Letter 82 carbide. You had the position when the yellow flag came out. Catch the pace car.
So, Chad is now the only car 1 lap down. Gavin's 2 laps down in 25th. It's going to be interesting to find out what the hell's actually going on out here. Looks like Alex might have been caught up in the wreck on those old tires. But if we would have just stayed in line with him there, there's no possible way. Like, we'd be in, like, 8th place right now. So I had to get to his outside with that bad start. And then luckily it put us in a good position to get to the outside of Ryan, which got him stuck behind the leaders on old tires, which allowed us to clear Cabe and then work our way around. We're about 2 gallons short on fuel right now for what we're using average over the whole race. So we're a ways off on our race pace, but for fuel, but it's looking like it's not going to stay green.
1 lap to green. 52.658. You'll be lining up on the inside.
But we got the advantage of starting. We got to hold on to this for 20 laps. Try to get a stage win here. And figure out how we're going to play it the rest of the way. I will shift down.
About to go green, stay focused. Post car is off, time to do your job. Green flag, okay.
Went early there, got us some space. I'm not going to go 100%. especially with them too wide behind us. And that's cleared up. We know Ryan's a little bit faster than us, but hopefully track position helps us. 9 stage points does nothing for us, but 1 playoff point does a lot for us, so. He's looking much quicker than us, and I get a little loose off the corner.
22.46.
Alright. I don't want to have to go hard for 20 laps, but it looks like I might have to.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed right now. Catch up, 77 car. Catch the pace car.
Ease up to the pace car, because we don't need to catch up to it, because it's not out on track yet, I don't think. Yeah, it's not, so save a bit of fuel. That shortens up what we need. This middle section of the race
Pit road is now open.
Gotten a little ugly. Have not got a lot of laps under green. Chuck is headed to pit road because he can fuel up here and make it to the end if we get a couple more quick cautions and then go green. Cabe is in 10th. My dad is in 11th. Dylan's in 12th. Chad finally gets the lucky dog. 124 laps in the making.
Letter 16 car bike. Catch the pace car.
But we're just going to let the cautions play out in this series so that people can fix damage, because it looks like a lot of people are fixing damage each caution. Tires that came off that last pit were 92. So the balance is good. Air temp is still high, 94. I don't think it's going to drop much. Track temp's 97. We haven't been racing a whole lot, and the sun is going down. And, well, we're going to have to put in like 13 or 14 good laps here.
The pit road is closed.
Actually, maybe only 12. That's if we go green. Getting closer to that fuel number. We could be saving more, but call fourth gear. I mean, we got a ton to save, so saving 0.02 more is not going to do us much. Cue me running out of fuel out of 4.
We're halfway in the race. 1 lap to green. 52.034. You'll be lining up on the inside.
Back off of the pace truck a bit. Go a little later this time.
About to go green, stay focused, catch the pace car.
throw them off a bit.
Post car is off. Time to do your job. Green, green, green.
Didn't throw them off a bit.
4, 8.
And nearly spun myself out into the corner. Completely missed the line. Great first corner. Cold tires. They've cooled down a lot, pacing around for the last 10 laps.
4, 3.
Good exit. Another good exit.
22.318.
Bad entry. Bobbled on the apron a few times. That hurt our exit. Bobble on the exit.
22.492.
Ryan would like more of those playoff points as well. Entry. Ryan's getting it a little bit figured out. Colton's fallen off a bit. I think he's just kind of saving, knowing that from third he's not going to be able to get up there. He's got a ton of playoff points from the regular season win or championship. Bad corner there. Bad exit. Jesus. Tires are acting funky. Hit the apron. Ryan gets a good exit, but it stalls out a little. Tried to gap him there. Got a little bit. And he's just not going away. Luckily we can get out of 4 a little better, even though we're staying really low.
7, 4, 9.
Holy shit, he drove into 1 hard. Where I backed it up way more than I thought I was. Cave's nearly back up here. Once we get to the end of lap 140, I'm gonna pull high and lift off a bit. Try to save these tires and a bit of fuel, but I really would like this 1 extra point. It would be pretty helpful. Closing in on the final lap of this stage. Another decent exit.
22.992.
Oh, bad corner.
Inside.
I am going to throw it away right here on the last lap of the stage.
Stay high. Still there, inside.
We got it.
23.141. Clear inside.
Alright. That's all I wanted. You can go by now. Need to cool these things down a bit.
23.2.
Holy shit. Everyone's way quicker than us. Sorry, Colton.
Get the car on the low side. Keep high. Clear inside. The car inside. Clear inside. Inside. Stay high. 23.465. Still there. Hold your line.
Whatever happens now doesn't really matter. We weren't going to get the win. We weren't going to hold on to that. We have to strategize ourselves into a win. But we got one playoff point to go with our 6 plus 8. So that helps us out a little bit more on each start of each playoff stage. Or round, I guess, is what they call it. We are 4 gallons short on fuel. Gabe and Dylan might be pretty close. But are we going to go green the rest of the way now? You know what?
23.114.
We got our playoff point. Once we stop catching lap cars right at entry of 3, I'll go ahead and green flag pit. I know it's crazy. We can make it from here. And if everyone ends up having to pit, we'll have gained a bit of ground. Not going to do it now, adjusting a few things, make sure we got it all set up. Caution comes out, oh well. Regular points don't do a damn thing for us right now. I know we've barely had these tires on, but let's do something stupid. More speed. Everyone's gonna be like, what the hell?
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
I think this is a very good opportunity for us to throw away a decent finish. But again, it doesn't matter where we finish here.
That's it, go.
If it's not the win. So, let's try something. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Hopefully that wasn't too close to the blue line. Now we're going to have something interesting to do other than watch the leaders pull away.
49.72.
We're not going to push it too hard. Ryan goes with the same strategy. We had burnt our tires up there, trying to hold on to that lead. So this we're gaining time on most of the people. If it does go green all the way, awesome. If it doesn't, then oh well. And we may race our way back onto the lead lap if we get 25, 30 laps here without a caution. We'll have just put ourselves a bit behind. But we got to try something. My dad's running 9th right now. He has missed out on all of the issues, it looks like.
Car outside. Clear outside.
But yeah, since the only thing that can do anything for us is a win, let's just go for the win.
Car outside. Still there, hold your line. 22.495. Clear up top.
Just don't self-spin. Not me, everyone else.
Car outside. Outside is clear. 22.693.
This way we can just go as fast as we need to. We're still going quicker than we were. We're good on fuel. We're just bad on track position at the moment.
Outside.
But I think enough people have been eliminated from the race that it's going to be easier for us to go green the whole way just because the field is spread out. Now they're going to gain a ton on us when they pit.
22.74.
But if they are going long and waiting until the end, they're not going to gain, they're not going to have the amount of time to do it. We're going to even off with them and be about the same pace as them after about 40 laps of this. I mean, we've already sort of evened out with some of these guys. We're barely catching them. But in the big picture, we're still gaining, so. Gotta try something.
22.678.
And I think we only went one lap down, so not a big deal. But getting everyone onto pit road is gonna be interesting.
22.729.
Which way it's gonna go? We'll just wait till exit.
Car outside. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Clear up top.
If this pays off, it's a hell of a call. If it doesn't,
23.013.
oh well.
Outside. Clear outside.
But what we can't do is run into someone.
Outside. 22.861. Stay low. Clear outside if you want it. Car outside. Clear.
We're going to lose time through those situations, but I think we're still faster than the leaders, so positives, and we are only one lap down, and we are in lucky dog position at the moment. But people will be getting lapped, so if it goes green, though, it's going to be very interesting situation at the end. I don't know if it works, but it'd be cool to find out. But there's a lot of trucks all near each other just ahead, and we're going to have to go through that, and we're going to have to hope we don't run into anything and they don't run into anything.
22.959 outside. Keep low. Outside is clear.
Just a whole different dimension though with the playoffs. Gonna try some really strange things. Because all the points get reset next race for the top 10. The longer they wait to pit, the better it is for us. Because that means they've got less time to make up everything they lost. And it's taken us about 20 laps to get back up to them from where we were back behind. So for them, they're going to be the same amount behind, plus whatever we gain from here.
Car outside, clear.
Stuck here for a second. Got lap cars on fresh tires, lap cars on old tires, and lead lap guys on mediums.
Clear up top.
But we're nearly back on the lead lap, where a caution wouldn't kill us, other than we've used up a set.
Outside. Keep low. Still there, hold your line. 23.288. Stay low, there is a car on the high side. Clear.
Just need to disable cautions, right? Admin control, no more cautions. Kind of surprised that we are catching these guys and passing them. It's going to be interesting to see how far ahead we can get. Further ahead we get, the longer they're going to need to catch us.
23.093. Car outside. Keep low.
So the earlier they need to pit.
Keep low. Clear.
But if we can get to about like 6-10 seconds ahead of him, that would be huge. If we can get back to within half a lap behind him, that would be, we'd win. If they don't pit until like lap 200.
3.138.
It's going to be interesting, though. I mean, we're a second out from him now.
3.165.
give us like 20, 30 more laps, and they don't pit till 200 or later, we're in a very, very good spot.
23.236. Car outside. The leader is coming up on you. They're not at high. Clear high.
Oh, the leader's not coming up on us. And we're back into 11th already. I don't know how many people have pit after seeing me do it. We know Ryan did. We've got Dante pitting. Puts us top 10.
23.338. You're in the top 10.
Man, if this can go green. 2 seconds ahead. Nick's on pit road. It's just a 9th. We have lapped Nick now. Ahead of Cabe.
Car outside. Clear up top.
Alex and my dad are on pit road. Just keep it green. Not really pushing the car because the people that we need to be faster than we are.
23.383.
But Cabe is going to be flying when he gets tires. But if he waits till he's out of fuel, it's going to be like 20:10 to go, and he can't catch us. So that's why he needs to pit as early as he can, and if everyone else is already pit and he's not trapping me a lap down, he needs to get it done now. .9 seconds behind, so we're still pulling away, even though we're dropping off. Now as some of the people that pit start passing us, we're going to lose some time, but right now we have a very large advantage over those guys, I think.
23.384.
The longer Cabe doesn't pit, the happier I am. Unless he can make it on fuel. I don't think we're getting all the way around.
23.388.
So if these guys are pitting, that's what Matthias is. Steven just must have got loose.
23.461. You're back in fifth.
Gregory coming out of the pits. We are in fifth, but I still don't want to see a yellow. Alex trying to make the pass there. Gets loose off the corner. have new tires coming up and passing us, which is going to start to slow us down a bit more. We are in fourth.
Car inside, you're back in third. Keep hustling.
Oh, we are in
Stay
third.
high. The leader's pitting now. Clear.
Now Cave's gone in, so he's going to have a lot of time and a lot of speed.
Inside. Stay high. Clear.
But how far behind does he come out?
23.679.
And are we just too slow now? We might be.
3.426. You are the leader. Nice and smooth. Outside. Still there. Outside. Clear.
My dad's running 11th. He's trying to get back on the lead lap, run us down to get back there. Cave is 11 and a half seconds behind us. He'll be up here in 11 laps. I needed them to go long. Or no, that's not Cave. Cave is 14 and a half. Still not far enough.
23.74.
I need them to smoke their tires and not get up here, but not gonna happen. It was worth the try, but they pit too early, so we didn't gain enough on them, and they've got enough time to catch us. It was fun hoping that it would all work out. Dylan is 10 seconds behind us, so it looks like he's actually going to win it. Especially if I hit the wall changing.
5, 4, 3. The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Closed. Pit road is closed.
That
Jets
changes
up,
everything.
3, car.
We've got a pit. None of them do. Slow down. We don't need to catch the pace car because it's not out of the pit road yet. Let the field catch up. So, we're going to take our last set of tires here because we just have to throw a bit of fuel in it.
Pit road is now open.
But we can't stay out because we will be so slow, so we have to pit here.
Pit box in 10.
It looks like Dylan's pitting as well.
5.
Maybe he's just been out there for too long. Cave's not.
Right here.
Ryan and Colton are not. Tires 87, 88.
Move it, move it. You are out of time.
Now those guys that stayed out there,
Jets up, 25,
they're going to have an extra set of tires.
Pass up, 67 sharp.
And
Jets up,
if we get a
25
late
sharp.
caution, they're going to be able to go put those on and fly around. So it was cool though. It was an interesting scenario, but they just didn't go long and we're splitting it in half. But it all worked out. We get a caution that doesn't really screw us over. Plus, we put a lot of people a lap down. It looks like my dad got the lucky dog. Maybe. And we're in 5th, so right where we were essentially running. We got 5 people that are going to get the wave around. That'll put 15 people on the lead lap. Now, Johnny in the 26 is on pretty old tires. Get around these lap cars and be able to see the tires of everyone else.
Pasta 18, car. Pasta 76, car.
Colton's on 10 lap older tires. Jim, you gotta go to the back. You gotta slow down. You're not gonna get to the back if you're going the same speed as this. There he goes. Well, sort of. Jim, you have to slow down. You can't keep speeding up. Maybe he's pitting. Otherwise, he's going to have to stop, but he's going to get a black flag for
1 lap to green. You'll be
not letting people past.
Catch up, 36, car. 50.
Ryan's on 193, and then we know Cave is very close on, like, fresh tires. So he's got it one. No, he's on 193 as well, so. We've got better tires, but does it matter?
Get ready, going green.
Not if we get another caution.
Post car is off, time to do your job.
I thought he was going.
Green flag, green flag. 43.805. Car outside, keep low. Clear.
Thought about it. We weren't going to get there. Oh, and I forgot Dylan pit as well, so we didn't have a shot anyways.
3, 1, you're back in 4th position.
We're going to let Dylan open the doors for us.
Inside. Clear inside.
If we can stick with him. Not that where we finish matters, but
22.7.
I mean, our best bet is to just not push these tires at all. But you can't really keep tires on. They're always going to lose that bit of edge, so we just need to, because Nicholas behind us is quick enough that we can't really do that, sit around and wait. Move the brakes all the way back and let's try to get this thing to rotate. Even on fresher tires, these guys are quicker than us. Kind of threw it in there.
Still there, hold your line. Keep low. 22.601. You're back in 4th position. Keep low. Clear outside. Car outside. Stay low.
I think Dylan's going to win this if it goes green. But if we get a caution with like 20 to go, these guys are all going to be able to go get their final set of tires. That's what I should have done, is just sat at the back on old tires and hoped for a caution, but still wouldn't have done us any good because these guys still have a set of tires, so. We took all the swings at it we could, just not fast enough. Almost had a wreck behind. Like Nicholas got loose, or maybe him and Colton touched.
22.702.
So, we're a little quicker than Ryan for now.
22.801.
This position really doesn't matter to me, so I'm not going to force it too hard, because third or fourth is for a point that doesn't matter. I'm just hoping that somehow Cabe and Dylan burn their tires up. I don't think that's going to happen.
22.833.
Dylan is there. He's just got to make the pass. Behind us, Colton has held off everyone so far, but Ryan is getting to his inside now. We are kind of catching these two ahead. At least it felt like it. Tried to get the run there, just couldn't get it. I'm looking past his truck so that I don't do what he does. Otherwise I will get loose when he gets loose, or I will miss the corner when he misses it. Just try to get the nose there.
Car outside. Still there, hold your line. Stay low, there is a car on the high side.
Some extremely hard racing that we've had so far with Ryan.
Keep low. 23. Shuffling.
We're going to be 3 wide off the corner.
You're on the bottom, 3 wide.
That is going to
Outside,
hurt
2
us.
wide.
Rick
Still
backed
there.
off, thankfully.
Keep low. Keep low. 23.151. So low. Clear up.
We'll eventually clear him. We didn't push too hard to do it, because it wasn't hurting us to be on the bottom. Now these guys, if they can just stay side by side for about 20 laps and let me catch up, and then have their tires burnt off, that would be awesome, but lap traffic is gonna get involved, and I think that pass is over with anyways.
23.113.
Got some rotation on corner entry there. Robert pulls left, I think, or no, Timothy is all over. Everyone's just trying to get out of the way of the lead battle.
23.174. Outside. Outside is clear.
Let's say goodbye to Dylan. He is gonna check out. It's again a lot of rotation on entry. Gotta be careful about that. Especially if we start turning to the inside of people. Jim is struggling up on the high side. He's doing some weird corners up there.
23.12.
He's making it known that he's going to stay high, so as long as he stays high off the corner, which he does.
Car outside. Outside is clear.
Been a great race, though. I know there was a lot of cautions in the middle, but it's been a very interesting short track race. Got to do a lot of different strategies and have a little fun with it. But right rear is starting to complain now. But Dylan's right rear is starting to complain now as well, as he got very sideways off of 2. So if you're gonna wreck, let me win it and not Cade.
3.3.
Lap cars, though, have been doing good from what I've seen.
23.263. Outside.
Just bad timing for us there, but luckily I was ready for it, so we didn't have to adjust. Dylan's staying the same distance to us. And we're going to lose time as we're passing Cabe, so if we can even pass him. So Dylan's got this one wrapped up unless a yellow comes out or he has some sort of issue and he just gained on us there. Try and find our way around Abe. Should be on exit.
23.2.
Dive it in here.
Car outside.
Rear end almost tried to beat us to the corner.
Stay low. Stay low. There is a car on the high side. Still there. 23.412.
It's been a good week for short tracks, though.
Stay low.
We've had some fun short track racing. We're gonna have to run him up the track just a little bit if we don't get this done soon. Just clear him.
23.41. Keep low. You're back in second.
He's just getting too good of a run off the corner.
Still there. Hold your line.
I mean, none of it matters, since second place does nothing for us, but
Still there. Got 10 laps to go. 23.422.
go a little higher here. Hopefully be able to cut down.
Outside clear.
Backed off a bit there. We just need to be able to get some exits now that we're ahead of him. But like I thought, we're going to lose time to Dylan there while we were trying to make the pass, and Dylan was pulling away from us anyways, so only thing that can screw things up now is a yellow, and then we'll finish like 6th, because there's still people out there with a set of tires in the pits.
23.454.
But one mistake by Dylan, one mistake by a lap car as he catches them. You never know. 7 to go.
23.468.
We got another short track coming up in, I think, 2 weeks at IRP, which is going to be a very difficult race. Highline dominant, but should be a lot of fun.
23.418.
We got Milwaukee coming up at some point as well. We're doing 175 laps at Milwaukee. That is going to feel like forever. And we got another Kansas race, and we barely lost that one in the spring. So, but we gotta put together the races in the playoffs, because one bad race can knock you out, and then you're racing for nothing. I would like to make it to the Final 4 at Phoenix. It's going to be difficult, though, because we are so far behind on playoff points, and playoff points get reset each round of the playoffs. So Colton's always going to get his whatever. Cave's always going to get like 40 to start off, so he's pretty much a whole race ahead of ahead of people that have 0, which I don't think there's anyone that's at 0, but he's still going to be like 30 points ahead of us at the start of every round. So there's only going to be a very few spots. Colton and Scott and Cave are pretty much locked in. Dylan, with another win here, is going to pretty much lock himself in. So that's 4 spots. The only thing that could save us is if someone can't make a race. but you don't want to see that happen. So Dylan has no reason to get up into this traffic. He can just ride behind him. Good job to him. I'm happy with the second, although it's meaningless, but for the strategies that we played, very happy with that. But good job to Dylan. Good run to Cabe, especially for not racing for the last few months. Good racing with Ryan. Ryan Thompson gets up to 5th, and Nicholas gets 6th. So he has a good run, but really great racing. No idea what happened to the back, but it was fun. That was a lot of interesting racing and a very long-ass race. That one took a while. So, what were our tires there at the end? 85, 86. Where does my dad finish? He gets a top 10 there. I will say he got a bit of help with Tyler, Gavin, and Chuck, and Alex dropping out, but still, top 10. Finished on the lead lap, so good run to him. I believe Matthias makes the championship playoffs, so good job to him. He's going to wish that he would have had to race Alex for it, but man, that was fun. That was a really enjoyable short track race with a lot of different things going on through it. Colton drops all the way back to 7th, so he was struggling on those older tires. And had we got a caution, those guys would have been flying up past us into the top 3, but that did not happen. Let's take a look at the cautions. There was a lot of other things that happened, but we're just going to take a look at the cautions because this was a long one. I don't think we had the same pace. I mean, Dylan was pulling away, and Cabe on the same tires would have pulled away, but let's take a look at these wrecks, see what happens. Oh, Tyler gets loose and nowhere for Ryan to go, and unfortunately, I think the better thing for Tyler there, and you never think about this when you're doing it, is just let it spin. Although the caution might not come out if he did it. He saves it, but then he gets hooked, and then that puts him nose first into the fence. And yeah, nothing anyone else did wrong, just unfortunate timing there. We have some contact with the wall. And then let's go. Oh, that is going to be a wall hit, isn't it? Oh. Jim losing it and just can't save it, and a few people get into him, so that is the next caution. Steven getting loose and Matthias into him, and oh, that's where those skid marks came from, and then Gregory into him. No caution for that, I don't think. And he's very lucky that Alex was out of the race, because that was a punishment to his truck there. Nothing he could do with that, though. And Timothy gets loose off the corner. James getting loose off the corner. Maybe contact. Nope, just got loose off the corner. Maybe there was prediction code, but it looks like he just got loose, turning it down more. And started the slide and spins it, and everyone survives. Where does the Gavin wreck come? Here it is. Oh, the 28 just wrecks him. People gotta stop wrecking Gavin. Yeah, Dante just hits the wall and turns down into him rather than staying in the wall. And luckily, at this point, it doesn't matter. But unfortunate for Gavin. And then his race was pretty much ruined from that point. What are we on? Lap 111, so we were on the right lap there. We go for a fairly long run. This is where I pit. And then the caution that comes out. 3 wide. And Nicholas comes up into Jim there and then just turns down and wrecks Johnny. I don't know why he was changing lanes as much as he was there. Jim needed to be up higher, but Nicholas started going up way too soon. But they saved it, but then he just trying to save it again comes down into him. That's unfortunate. But I think Johnny gets out of it without much contact. Does he call it quits though after that? Maybe he got caught up in... Was there another one? There wasn't another one, so he might have just quit after that. Even though he probably could have got a easy top 10 still. So, unfortunate to see that. Well, he goes a few more laps after that. That happened. Right now he's running in 9th, so he's fine. Oh, and it looks like his car just started going away from him. Gets big loose. And then it looks like he calls it quits. Please pull to the pits if you're going to exit, though. Like, one more time around the corner, and then there's no chance of a yellow coming out. The apron can still trigger yellows at certain tracks. So, that is it for the cautions. And let's, well, we don't really have anything to look at for points. We know what happened. I mean, we can go double check and make sure. The stage points won't be on here because I've got to manually add those, but this up. Season. Alright, so Colton gets the regular season championship. Oh my god. I didn't know it was that close. He only gets it by 2 spots. Oh crap. He might have lost it. Once I add stage points. There's 2 points between them. Stage 1, let's go see that real quick, because this is a big development. Stage 1, oh, let's go with my car, since we know we were there. Into stage 1, and Dylan is tied with Colton, or ahead of Colton, 10 points to 7. So there he's ahead of him. Then we go to 140, and Colton is ahead of him by 2. So I think that means Colton gets it by 1 point. I'm pretty sure that's what that means, if I'm doing the math right on it. Oh, that's amazing. All of that. Colton's Matt Kenseth this whole thing. 0 wins, but we know Colton. He should have had a few wins. But, yeah, that is That is interesting. So, and then it looks like Cabe is going to clear Tyler for sure and hold on to 7th spot. Matthias gets the final spot over Alex. We don't have any winners down here until Wesley, but he's not in the top 18, so it doesn't count. So, that is your top 10. The order of it's going to be a little different once we get into the stage or the playoff points that I'll put up there, but that is crazy. It looks like Colton got the regular season by 1 point. So, very, very, very close. But I hope you've enjoyed this so far. And next up, we head to the playoffs. Thanks for watching.